Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where today I'm going to talk about a balance fix that I think needs to come to Cold War. Now I think this should have clicked with me a long time ago given how much I play Cold War, but nevertheless I'm making the video now. So the context for this is, one of the methods that Wargaming use to balance the game is they refer to the have to have not balance of the game, and a prime example of this is the removal of 5-man platoons. So one of the reasons for the 5-man platoon removal was that if you had a team with one 5-man platoon that were communicating on mics, that was a third of one team communicating directly with each other. If the other team did not have a 5-man platoon, they did not have a third of their team in direct communication via mics. So one team had something that the enemy team didn't. And that is the reason why, or one of the reasons why, 5-man platoons were removed from the game. Because it was too big a haves to have not discrepancy. Now with the context of balance set, take a look at this recording that I did with a friend, and I will stop talking now, you can hear our conversation. Just take a look at this here.
Top right, out the way. Alright, okay.
Alright, so I'm going to pull up to a point where I can see you.
Yeah. Hello. Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
So I can
But
see...
that is alright, that is a much clearer shot for me. So
Yeah.
I will pull back, you tell me when you can't see me.
Yep. That's your body gone. That's your turret. Stop. Now.
Right.
You're actually behind a structure, but I know that your pimple has disappeared.
Okay. So the cupola's the weak spot on the E3.
Yeah.
When can you see it?
Stop. Just there.
So
Let me see if I can hit it first.
alright, yes. Okay. I cannot see you. I will now pull forward to when I can see you.
I can see all your turret now.
I've lost. I think I've probably completely lost
And
it.
I
Oh, there
can
you
see
are.
part of your tracks
Okay.
and your chest.
So, where do I? I'm going to back up again. You tell me where I need to be hull down.
Well, you pretty much hold down there. Stop. That's just your turret.
Right. So that's hull down. I can't see anything, but you can see the whole of my turret.
I can see the whole of your turret. There we go.
I can't see doo-doo.
Oh yeah, I'm shooting gold.
Yeah. All right. I think that's all I needed.
Alright, so in case it's not clear, what I was demonstrating there is the difference between what I can see and what an enemy player can see. The difference between what I have and what they have. What I have is a blocked view when playing hull down. I can't see anything. Looking through grass, I can't see the enemy target. I would see an outline if they were detected, but in this example with True Vision, you're not always detected. The red outline isn't always there. That's a scenario we all find ourselves in from time to time. The enemy player, on the other hand, could see the entirety of my cupola, my turret, and even some of the side of my tank. So what I have is a blocked view. What they have is a completely clean side shot. That is what I'm trying to demonstrate here. What I have is not the same as what they have. They have and I have not. That, in my opinion, is a balance problem in this game. Now, I've just mentioned that Sixth Sense plays a role here. It does. If a tank is detected, you'll see the outline, red outline or the white outline. That system does have some limitations. It does have some problems. And I know a request has gone in to address that, because there are moments when you'll see the entire white outline of a tank when really all you can actually see is, well, all the only part of their tank that's actually visible to you is the tip of their barrel poking out from behind a rock, for example. But the white outline will show you everything that you can't hit. A request has gone in for that to be addressed, because it's information that is just not helpful at all. Now, you're probably also thinking, well, you know, grass is a thing. You know, you can't just get rid of it because you can't see. So there are two solutions here, and I've got a feeling I know which way this is going to have to go. One solution is you put grass in place for everybody. Absolutely everybody. Grass is rendered at every single range, because that's fair. That was the problem I had. Grass was rendering for me, but it wasn't rendering for my friend there. The problem with rendering grass everywhere is, I think, and I'm no expert at this. I don't actually know, but my guess is Wargaming will run into hardware limitations. The hardware that we're playing on, Xboxes and PlayStations, can't actually handle that much rendering. I think they call it, is it polygons? They can't handle that many polygons being rendered at the same time, which is why it's not done that way. The other option is something that another popular tank game does, which is grass is not visible in the gun sights. It does look a bit quirky, because you go from this third-person view of this wonderfully rendered scenery, especially if you're playing on PC with the high graphics. It can look pretty beautiful. But then you go into the gun sight and suddenly it's like you're back in the early 2000s, the late 90s, looking across this just bare landscape. no grass foliage whatsoever. Well, bushes are there, but no grass whatsoever. But what that does do is it means that you know exactly when you're hull down, because you don't have any of these extra graphical things in the way. I have a feeling, in order to balance this, Wargaming are going to have to go with grass off in gunsight, and that is that's not an unusual thing for popular tank games to do. It is a thing that other games do, and they do it for this very reason. It's very difficult to play hull down, especially in cold. In World War II, it's not so much of an issue, because generally I'd say 99% of the time in World War II, you are shooting at things that are spotted, so you've got the red outline, so you've got that there. You can still shoot through stuff that you can't technically see through. Grass is the example here. But in Cold War, there are so many times when you will see movement off in the distance, and you'll take a shot. But if you're in a position where you can't actually see the target without exposing your weaknesses, the weak sides of an E3, for example, if you have to do that in order to see the target when they don't need the same requirement to hit you, well, that's an example of haves and have-nots. And I personally would like to see this fixed, because the number of times I've had to expose more of my tank than I would like just so I can see when they don't need to do the same thing to me, it gets frustrating. Many hit points have been lost because of this, and I would love to see Wargaming fix it. Okay folks, that's all I've got for this video. If you've enjoyed it, please leave it a like, if not a dislike. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one.